What's up and welcome back. Today we're back on the giveaway build. All right, on the last episode you watched us install these beautiful Greg Biffle National Guard card theme graphics. Turned out absolutely mint. You also saw us install the UMI with the 3-button holder and the UMI finger throttle. Turned out really good with the blue. Now comes the worst part besides wet sanding and buffing this thing, which is taking all of the parts from the ski being stripped out. We're gonna have to go through, clean everything, check everything, make sure it's good to reuse. If not, I'm gonna have to go through all my OEM parts and get good parts or new parts, depending on what I have. We also have to install the ride plate. I 3D printed a Speedo block off because we don't need it. If anyone is in need of those, I'll put them on the website, or comment in this video if you need it, and maybe I'll put it on the website, maybe I won't, I don't know. Trim tabs are ready to go. We need to put those on. I have the VTS bracket in here, which is powder coated black. I also have the rear tow hook bracket that goes on the inside, that's powder coated black. And I have the exhaust water box bracket powder coated black. So I have to make sure the holes are clear inside the hull. And then if they're not, obviously drill them and re-rivet this thing to the hull. So I'm gonna get cranking away on this bin, cleaning it, finding used parts, assembling, or not assembling, but putting everything on the table in sort of an assembly line so I can start assembling. That way I'm not cleaning, assembling, and then get cranking on this inside. So I have a really good gas tank right here. It is pretty clean. I don't have any new ones left, so that is the closest to new as I can find. The baffle is gonna have to get cleaned out and then reinstalled, obviously. And then I have a new steering cable that is OEM that I'm gonna put in here as well. So again, I'm gonna start cleaning, put everything on the bench, show you everything cleaned up. I gotta redo that rear electrical box because I need to put new ground clamps and everything else in it, along with new power wires. So I'll put a little POV camera action for that when I start redoing that thing. But I'm gonna get cleaning, and then I'll bring you back when I have a decent amount of parts ready to go. All right, here's my progress so far. Got the rear battery box all cleaned up, my fuel fill-up tubes all cleaned up. The part for that is also cleaned up along with the gas cap. I have the exit nozzle all cleaned up, or sorry, exhaust exit nozzle all cleaned up along with the parts and pieces. I have my fuel tank rubber all cleaned up, my water box rubber all cleaned up, and I have my MPEM hold down all cleaned up. So I'm gonna start installing some stuff just because I'm already sick of cleaning. So I'm gonna start with putting the exhaust in, and then I'll do small stuff like the fuel fill up neck, and then I'll rivet this down and just kind of plug and chug until I run out of parts and see where we get from there. All right, to install this thing, I 3D printed a giant exhaust socket. Anybody needs this, hit me up on our website, Facebook, or comment in the video. A brand new battery strap, OEM, from the package. What the hell? Solid. Here is an update. I'm sure you saw some of this first person, but I'm gonna go over it anyways. So I put the tank in, I put the straps in, tank pads in with new push downs, my sending units in, my filler neck is in. I have to put hose clamps in those still. My steering cable's in, and towards the back, I put brand new bushings and everything on the entire steering cable. My filler neck bezel is in with the gas cap. Turned out really good. Looks brand new. I'm gonna end up ceramic coating this whole thing like I've done in other videos to make it look even newer and stay looking new. The biggest thing when you look inside the interior now is that some of the exhaust is in. With the white, the exhaust in the metallic blue really pops. I think it turned out really well, and I cannot wait to see it with the engine in. I think I've said it on past videos before. Usually I do a really plain, simple, clean looking engine, so I was a little leery about the red, white, and blue. Obviously with this theme, it will go really good, but I think inside this bay, since the motor's white and the bay's white, I don't think it'll be too crazy looking, and I think it'll just blend really nicely and be clean at the same time, which is what I like to go for. The water box rear bracket. I noticed when I went to go put it in, I powder coated the wrong one. I don't know if I grabbed an XPL one or something, but it had one hole on each side, which is not right for an X4. No clue what the water bracket or what the water box bracket that I had powder coated for, but we ended up not using it. So I polished the OEM one, put a new strap on it, and then I put new clips in for the water box rubber vibration, whatever you want to call it, the rubber pad. Brand new 4-ply racing style, whatever you want to call it. Silicone coupler, new clamps, water box. So there's the water box. The rear box for the battery and your coil and everything is in. I put a brand new OEM battery strap in it. My rear exhaust outlet is in. That cleaned up really well. I put the plug in it because I'm going to have it rear exit, which I'll show in the other video when I start doing the engine install and water routing. So that's it for the interior. On the outside, I did get the ride plate on, so hopefully you can see that silicone job, but it turned out really, really good. So that's in. Not a whole lot done on this video. I wanted to make a video regardless, just to keep everybody updated and keep pumping out weekly videos like I've been doing. I gotta get new screws for the trim tabs because I cannot find them, and they're like a coarse special screw. However, off camera, I did get something else done besides what I just showed you, and that is I wet sanded and painted the engine mounts to look brand new again. Can't powder coat these because the actual rubber is held down with glue, and if you powder coat them, they separate. Ask me how I know that. So I used 2K paint on this out of a automotive spray gun. It will hold up to all chemicals and everything else and be exceptionally well for the next another 30 years. On the next video, I hope to have a full done ski. I want to put the motor in, rebuild the carbs, do everything. I want to finish the whole thing on the next one because I want photos of this thing on the 4th of July to drop with the video. So I will also do the rear box for those who would be interested in how to rebuild the rear box and everything else. I'll kind of do like, not crazy in depth, but I'll do a first person view so you can see everything I do there. Another thing I forgot to mention, I did finally fully install these sponsons. So what I do when I install the sponsons is, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bracket behind that, right? So I drill these to M8s because I like the bigger bolts. I think what's in it now is a 1/4-20, or from factory's 1/4-20. So I drill these to M8s, and then I do a thread on the actual bar. So then I'll screw it in. Makes it a lot easier to install it. I'll put silicone behind the bar, and then once it presses to it, if you ever take these off, the silicone keeps it on the hull, so it's easy to reinstall. Because anybody who's ever installed these, especially by himself, it's a pain in the butt to reach your arm over into the hull, hold the socket, and then tighten it on the outside. So I like to do the threaded brackets, and then I put an M8 lock nut on the other side, so that just in case something happens to those threads on that hold down bracket, the M8 is not letting it go, or the M8 lock bolt is not letting it go anywhere. So again, not a whole ton done on this video, but at least it's an update and it looks really clean. And on the next one, hopefully by the end of it, we have a ski that gets a first start, and one after that will be testing, and then after that it'll be YouTube live, and we will be giving this thing away. All right, that's it for this one. Short and sweet, but I want to do weekly content, so we're dropping it anyways. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Don't forget, we're giving this thing away on July 18th. Drawings close, or entries close, July 17th at midnight. To enter, you can go to GreatLakesWatercross.com. It's on their homepage. You can also go to TodayWeWrench.com. It's on our homepage. $100 per entry. We're giving it away no matter what. You can pick a number if you follow us on Facebook. You can pick a number, which one you want, 1 through 200. I don't care if there's 200 entries or not. We're going to do a random number generator on the 18th, YouTube Live. 1 through 200, whoever gets it, gets it. So, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.